Impact for Pak-Afghan relation, the growing partnership between Pakistan and Russia is driven by a convergence of interest in the region, with both countries seeking to exert their influence in Afghanistan. The instability in Afghanistan has had significant spillovers effect on Pakistan's domestic security environment, as the country has been grappling with the influx of Afghan refugees and the security threats emanating from the Afghan conflict. The presence of Russian influence in the region, coupled with Pakistan's historical ties with Taliban and other insurgent groups, could potentially shape the dynamics within Afghanistan. The Pakistan-Russia defense cooperation has sparked concerns from the United States, which seeks Russia as a strategic rival, especially in South Asia. The US is worried about the potential transfers of sensitive technology to Pakistan and further its transfer to China, being a Pakistan forever strategic partner. Impact on global security. The Pakistan-Russia partnership could potentially impact the global balance of power, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region, and potentially leading to new alliances and geopolitical realignments. Increased military operations between Pakistan and Russia could trigger an arms race in South Asia, leading to a regional instability. The deepening relationship between Pakistan and Russia has implications for regional strategic competition between the US and Russia. It could raise concerns for NATO members, particularly those in Central Asia. Next slide, please. Pakistan-Russia defense cooperation is driven by shared interests, strategic concerns, and a desire to balance regional power dynamics. The partnership has implications for regional security, particularly India-Pakistan relations and Afghan situation. It also presents opportunity for energy and economic collaboration. The future of partnership will be shaped by the complex interplay of factors, including evolving tensions between India and Pakistan. The Pakistan-Russia defense cooperation is a complex issue with significant implications for regional security. It is crucial for all stakeholders to engage in dialogue and diplomacy, seeking mutually beneficial solutions that promote stability, cooperation in South Asia. Next slide, please. Let's come to the conclusion and call for action. In morning session and inaugural session about trade and energy has already discussed, and Professor Dr. Tabassum has already discussed about the nuclear technology as well. Here my focus, and I want the attention of the scholars, emerging scholar as well, about the Regional Maritime Security Alliance in the Indian Ocean. Establishment of Regional Maritime Security Alliance between regional powers of South Asia would be a win-win situation for all, and according to my hypothesis, according to my idea, maybe it is feasible or not at the moment, but in future it may be that Pakistan could have to participate with Russia, China, as Iran, to have a regional maritime security alliance in the region, as same like the CMF, combined maritime forces of USA is already there. So we can have an alliance like that. At the conclusion, the Pakistan-Russia defense partnership is a significant development with far-reaching implications for regional and global security. It represents a shift in the geopolitical landscape with the potential to reshape alliances, power dynamics, and strategic interests.
Respectable guest and esteemed scholar, I am Anumta Noor, a recent graduate from Federal Urdu University with a degree in International Relations. Today I am an honor to represent my research on Pakistan and Russia in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, exploring cooperation within the framework of multilateral organization. This presentation will provide insight into the economic, energy, and security dimension of Pakistan-Russia cooperation within the SCO and highlight both opportunities and challenges in this partnership. Next slide. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO, is one of the most significant regional organizations. Bring together key Euro-Asian states. Pakistan and Russia as member states have strengthened their engagement within this platform over the years. In this presentation, we will explore the nature of their cooperation, the sector of collaboration, and the potential for future development. Next slide. Trade and research question. This research is driven by key questions that aim to uncover the depth of Pakistan-Russia cooperation within the SCO. First, what role does the SCO play in shaping Pakistan-Russia relation? Second, what barrier hinder a stronger Pakistan-Russia alliances within the SCO? The third one is, how can both nations leverage the SCO to enhance their strategic engagement? Next. To analyze this topic effectively, I have employed two key theoretical frameworks: realism. This theory explains how states prioritize their national interests. Pakistan and Russia engage in the SCO primarily to enhance security and economic advantages. Regionalism. This highlights how multiple organizations like the SCO foster cooperation and integration between member states. This framework provides a clear perspective on why Pakistan and Russia interact within the SCO. Next slide. Security and counter-terrorism cooperation. Security remains a key area of cooperation between Pakistan and Russia, particularly within the SCO framework. Both countries participate in joint military exercises such as the Durbas series, enhancing counter-terrorism capabilities. Intelligence sharing agreements have been signed to combat regional security threats. Pakistan and Russia actively collaborate within the SCO regional anti-terrorist structure, which is known as the RAIDs, to counter terrorist extremism and ensure regional stability. Trade and economic cooperation. Trade and economic ties are a fundamental part of Pakistan and Russia relation. However, despite the vast potential, bilateral trade remains relatively low compared to other regional partnerships. Pakistan and Russia have been working on trade agreement to enhance economic cooperation. The SCO serves as a bridge to facilitate trade, investment, and economic projects. Recent initiatives such as the Agreement on Trade Routes and Energy Project are helping both countries strengthen their economic ties. Next slide. Energy cooperation. Energy cooperation is another vital aspect of Pakistan-Russia relation. Russia Energy Export, a major global energy supplier, seeks new market, and Pakistan presents a viable opportunity. Pakistan energy need. With increased demand for energy, Pakistan requires stable and reliable energy source. SCO Energy Framework. The SCO provides a platform for energy collaboration, including joint projects like the Pakistan Stream Gas Pipeline, aimed at strengthening regional energy security. Next. Challenges to cooperation. Despite progresses, several challenges hinder the full potential of Pakistan-Russia relation within the SCO. Geopolitical constraints. Global and geopolitical sometimes create obstacle in cooperation. Lack of institutional framework. Bilateral agreement needs stronger mechanism for smooth implementations. Logistical and trade barriers. Connectivity issue, banking restrictions, and trade infrastructure pose significant challenges. Next. Data and statistics. Let's take a closer look at some data-driven insight into the Pakistan and Russia cooperation. First, trade volume. Over the years, Pakistan and Russia trade has fluctuated, highlights the need for more structured economic collaboration. Economic initiative. The SCO lead in investment projects have played a significant role in fostering economic growth among member states, including Pakistan and Russia. Security cooperations. Statistics indicate increased collaboration in military exercise, intelligence sharing, and defense agreement between the two nations. Next. Policy recommendations. To overcome these challenges and strengthen Pakistan and Russia cooperation in the SCO, the following policy recommendations are proposed. First, strengthen economic ties, enhance trade through agreement, investment, initiative, and infrastructure development. Enhance counter-terrorism cooperation, improve intelligence sharing, joint exercise and security collaboration. Expand diplomatic engagement, increase bilateral dialogue to foster political trust and strategic alignment. Fourth, advocate for institutional reform. Push for more structured decision-making process within the SCO to facilitate smoother cooperation. In conclusion, Pakistan and Russia have immense potential for collaboration within the SCO framework. Trade and energy cooperation has been significantly enhanced through structured policies. Security collaboration continue to grow, strengthening regional stability. Overcoming existing challenges through diplomatic and economic effort will be key to a successful partnership. I believe that by implementing the recommendation policies, Pakistan and Russia can unlock new avenues for cooperation benefiting not only both nations but also the entire SCO regions. Thank you.
Now we can talk about Brics because I am here to talk about the future and the current situation. Brics is an organization which was established in 2009. The main motive of these countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, was that to collaborate with each other and to build our economy. It is an organization which the pace was initially was very slow because of international arena, but in 2000, after the COVID-19 and in the recent year 2024, more countries, around 6 countries have joined it. I use the theory and methodology, constructivism approach and the historical, quantitative and qualitative method. Why constructivism here? Because the world is going to be a global a global village where a constructivist role play a vital role. Constructivism says that countries, when they want to build their relationship for the friendship, they act accordingly. If we are here, Pakistan want to a good relationship with Russia, so the relationship will and the action will be accordingly. But if we are not interested in a good relationship with other countries, so the action will go accordingly. So to build our South Asian region develop, it is necessary to go to the theory of constructivism. World experience monarchy, dictatorship, polar world and unipolar world. But now the world is moving to the global village, globalization, and Brics is going to be dominated, because this country is going to be launch a new currency, and a new currency means a new world order. Today we are living in a unipolar world in which dollar play such a vital role and control all international relation. Sanctions can be imposed through dollar, and dollar is used as a weapon. But if Brics is succeeds to launch a new currency, the world is under with the Brics. Major event after 2019, in 2011, when Arab Spring War erupted in the Middle East. This is the event when the world are urged to change their internal external policies. As we have seen, the Saudi Arabia has changed their many policies, especially about women and many other religions. Secondly, in 2025, the Brics developed a new development bank. In 2025, USA withdrew from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which was between the P5 nation and plus Germany and Iran. It was a deal between these countries to not put the sanction of the Iran, but USA unilaterally withdrew from it. In 2020, in the end of 2020, COVID-19 pandemic was spread all over the world. In 2021, the USA withdrew from the Kabul. As we know, the United States of our United Nations was for a long period of time in Afghanistan, but in 2021 August it was withdrawn. In 2024, new members in Brics: Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. It shows the importance of the Brics. This is the country. This is the map of the South Asia. I am here to highlight the importance of the map. Pakistan, and over here is Kashgar. This is the route. Currently, China is using the long route, which is around 1200 kilometers, to touch the Saudi Arabia, or we can say OPEC countries, to import the oil. But through CPEC, China can reduce its distance only 3000 kilometers. But after the Kashgar, we can see the map. There is Russia, which touches the eastern far region of the Russia. It can connect to Russia as well, and it is the gate. CPEC is the gateway of the all South Asia. Pakistan and CPEC, as I have discussed the map. In 2025, Pakistan and China and Pakistan signed CPEC. It covers the entire Pakistan. It is a great way to the Asia. Russia can access to warm water. The relationship going to be stronger. Russia and China support Pakistan the membership of Brics. It will boost the relationship between the two countries. World will be multipolar. Asia century has started. My analysis is that without any doubt, Russia and China is in the support of the membership of Pakistan in Brics, and without any doubt, Pakistan is a gateway to the Central Asia and all Asia. But it takes time to be a successful organization. And thank you. That's it.
As in early 2000, Putin came into power and showed interest in making good relations with Pakistan. He was the first leader of the Russia who sincerely wanted to good relations with every nation in the region. The bilateral relations have improved ever since. Pakistan's active commitment to fight against the terrorism. Russia invests Pakistan particularly in the energy and infrastructure sector, and both nations have a special interest in success of the CPEC as well, which also provide instant access to the Russia, to the Indian Ocean and from the Gwadar port. Thus, the tangible relations on a strategic ground as well as the energy sector and the other factions between Moscow and Islamabad begin in the Putin era. Next. I divided the strategic cooperation or the cooperation into the multiple factions. The first one is the strategic, then financial and cooperative energy sector, regional cooperation and the geopolitical cooperation. The first one is the strategic cooperation. As Dr. Hussain Shah already explained in detail the strategic relations between Pakistan and Russia, but it was started during August 2015 relations, in 2015 August visit by the Army Chief of Pakistan, General Rahil Sharif, when Russia and Pakistan started to make the relations of arsenal prestige between the two countries. And as we all know that the helicopters and the different engines for the JF Thunder 17 supplied by the Russia. As well as then in next 2 years, 2016 and 2017, we see the joint military exercises by the name of Druzhba and the Aman by the naval relations. Then in 2018, we see the military consultative committee meeting was held between Pakistan and Russia, and this is the first phase which is basically tell the world that Pakistan and Russia can do the work together in a military ground as well. So India, a part of India, Pakistan is also become a good friend with Russia. Then we leads towards the financial cooperation. From 1996 to 2019, Pakistan's expenditure, as we see that between Pakistan and Russia, the financial collaboration was very minimum. From the 1996 till 2023, we see the graph from a higher side that Pakistan and Russia both increase their financial collaboration among them. And it leads from 2024, it leads to $1 billion US dollars financial collaboration between Pakistan and Russia. Then we leads towards cooperation in energy sector. As we all know that Russia is regarded as the global energy power leading the way in gas and oil exports and from providing 66% of energy to the European countries. But as we know that the Ukraine-Russia war broke out, so it directly hold the energy sector or energy expanding which is Russia provided to the Europe. So Russia is looking to the Pakistan and the other energy partner to compensate for this loss. Pakistan must also import the gases from 1.5 billion cubic feet per day to fill the gap between of Pakistan's own energy crisis. As we all know that in 2020, Pakistan agency called National Electric Power Regulatory Authority (NEPRA) declared the emergency of power emergency in Pakistan, which is basically culminative the 1.9 trillion cumulative debt, circular debt of Pakistan energy sector. So Pakistan need somebody who provide that fill the gap in a lower price section. So we see that Pakistan stream gas pipeline between Pakistan and Russia came here to fill this gap, and we knew that now Pakistan will get that energy bridge between Pakistan and between Pakistani energy problems. So it is about the $2 billion US dollars gas provided by the Russia to Pakistan. Next one. regional cooperation. As we all know that when we are talking about the regional section, there are three major collaboration of this region. Number one is the CPEC, then EAEU, SCO, and then Brics, and then later on I will discuss later. Andrei Karabakh called Pakistan the zipper of pan-Eurasian integration. By Putin's 2016 proposal of a greater Eurasian partnership involved the EAEU members states China, India, Pakistan, Iran, and Commonwealth countries, Russia aims to unify the Eurasian region simultaneously through overland trade and infrastructure. Pakistan also agreed to provide Russia access to the port of Gwadar, providing a feasible and safe alternative routes for trade across the Strait of Malacca to reach the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and Persian Gulf. Additionally, Russia expressed interest in joining the CPEC in 2016, that Russia strongly supported the project and that both nations had considered integrating the EAU with the CPEC. Pakistan's advantageous geopolitical location has made it a sought-after partner for global power interest in South Asian region. I'm not going into the details of SCO as it already been discussed, but SCO has also played a very important role in between Pakistan and Russian collaboration. Or we can say that we are thankful to Russia because in 2017 it was Russia who made the Pakistan's membership in SCO. Because it has already been discussed, so I'm not going into this detail. Now the Brics. As ma'am already explained that RICS and then it turned into the Brics, and what will be the future of it. I'm little bit going into the factual detail of why BRIC is so important for us, and it is threatening for the world. So it is the data by the IMF, which is explaining that 31.53% of the world total gross domestic product concerning purchase power parity was comprised in a BRICS countries. BRIC represent 41.25% of the world total population. Its GDP is expected to grow to the 40% of the 2040. Then with the addition of a new members, the GDP and is increased towards the 36.9.5%, accounting for more than a half, 55.75% of the world's population. In 2023, group of 7 countries estimated GDP was 29 compared to the BRICS, which is 31.53%. So it is a big deal. BRICS, as we all know, which is Shafiq already been told, that BRICS extended their members, and 6 members are also become a part of the BRICS. So, and among 40 other countries, 22 already formally applied for the BRICS membership. What about Pakistan? Moreover, BRICS member wield significant influence over leading organizations such as United Nations, World Bank, IMF, and the G20. As I already mentioned, in 2023, their collective vote account of 14% of the World Bank and 15% of the quota of IMF. So given the increasing political, economic, and diplomatic clout of BRICS countries, Pakistan should join it. But how? However, as we know that the BRICS and the Pakistan faces many of the challenges. As we have a rivalry with India, so India will block the Pakistan's application. Then what should be the role of Russia in that way? So this is the major question. So we need the support of Russia in BRICS as well. We need the support of China in BRICS as well. But at the same time, we need the support of ourselves, in Pakistan itself, because the economy of Pakistan is a big question mark, that how Pakistan will join the BRICS or not. So economy and the dependent economy on IMF and China, how is possible? So it is not just question for those people, it is a question for Pakistanis as well. So the second one is the next one is the China-Russia relations, which is also be a very important part in that scenario. During that process, as I already mentioned, Beijing seeks Moscow collaboration in safeguarding international fairness and justice. President Xi met President Putin times in the past 10 years, many times in past 10 years, leading to a good working relationship and deepening friendship. The warming of relation between China, Pakistan, known as the all-weather friendship, and Russia paved the way for further deepening emerging ties between Pakistan and Russia. Pakistan remained an important strategic partner of China. CPEC serves China's strategic purpose of economic and energy security. Russia is interested in CPEC for strategic and financial reasons, which might produce a Pakistan-China-Russia axis. However, we should go towards the Indian relation as well. So, Russia-India nexus and Pakistan. So, India is one of Russia's biggest customer for military hardware. The country would never want to lose. However, as the global landscape shifts, things are gradually altering. During their recent 21st annual bilateral India-Russia meeting, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Putin struck several agreements that were expected to be signed. Only 2 of them reached to pass. Things are changing dramatically in global politics, so as global friendships. Russia must take caution going forward to avoid upsetting Pakistan, which could endanger their collaboration in the fight against terrorism. So now we reach to the strategic reasons and the motivations for the regional peace. There are 3 basic motivations in this sector. Number 1, economic motivations. Pakistan can be a gateway to the Southeast Asia, South Asia, and the Middle East market for Russia. Russia offers Pakistan cheap or low-price energy like a crude oil and a gas, creating interdependence and paving the way of the regional integration. If we go towards the defense motivations, Pakistan can buy or can export arms from Russia, which is naturally more advanced and improve the Pakistan's military capability. Then, if you go towards the regional cooperation, we must understand that if you go towards the regional cooperation, as we all know that Pakistan is a part of a SCO, but this is not the end of the regional cooperation. If we wanted to maintain the peace, we must need the collaboration in every regional level to maintain, not only maintain the peace, but as well as to maintain the good relations to improve the economy of this sector. If we go towards the challenges for the both nations, second slide, Russia will always face challenges in striking a balance between Pakistan and India. One more significant obstacle to accurately defining the boundaries between Pakistan and India is the Kashmir dispute. Russia must take caution going forward to avoiding upsetting Pakistan, which would endanger the fight against. So Russia's mistrust of the resurgence of ties between Pakistan and the US is one of the factors contributing to the rift between the 2 countries. The US-Pakistan relationship is another big thread between the relation of Pakistan and Russia. Pakistan owes the last one, which is the economic dependency on China and IMF. That we all know that the Pakistan economically bound with the China, as we already owe the 23 billion direct loans from the Chinese government. We also been monitored by the IMF because of lots of loans. So in that way, it is very hard for any of the country in the world to maintain any kind of a balanced relation with the other country. Now I reach to my conclusion, which is the Region's geopolitical landscape suggests that Pakistan and Russia must work together. Working within an institutional framework benefits both countries because it maintains stable connections. Their entire interdependence is essential to protect and integrate Central, South, and the West Asia. Both nations can use regional multilateral platforms like SCO, Brics, and the other address regional issues. Let's make friends. Let's make good friendship. Let's avoid the making foes in the region. Every region can be joined together. European shows us that how enemy can be friends. We are not enemies at all. So there is a very strong chances that Pakistan and Russia become as good friends as Russia and India. And Pakistan and Russia can become as good friends as Pakistan and China. Thank you very much.
Distinguished guests, esteemed chair, and respected colleagues. The unipolar moment is over. At least the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, just announced it. And even though his intentions were to identify an imperial rivalry among great powers of the world, we understand that we're living in a time of global transition. Therefore, it's a very timely addition to this moment that we discuss how a multilateral organization like Brics can facilitate bilateral relations between Russia, a resurgent player in global order, and Pakistan, a very key strategic partner for that country. As we know that old alliances are fading and new power centers are emerging. In this moment, Pakistan is standing at the crossroads with an opportunity, an invitation by Russia, a bid by Russia for it to join Brics, a bloc that started as a group of 5 and has now expanded to 10 plus countries. The bloc, which aims to deepen, most importantly, South-South cooperation instead of a North cooperation, promote economic and political integration among member states, and reform institutions of global governance. I stand before you to make a case for why Pakistan's inclusion in Brics is not just an opportunity but a very necessary step in strengthening bilateral relations between the two countries. Guided by the research question that seeks to explore how can Pakistan's inclusion in Brics facilitated by Russia create mutual benefits and a new regional reality, I use the new functionalist theoretical framework to support my findings. I will not go over the theory a lot, but the key factors that you need to know about the methodology is that it consists of a spillover mechanism whereby it suggests that integration in any one sector will create incentive for deeper integration within the same sector or across related sectors. It emphasizes the importance of multi-actor engagement, not just one isolated block. It promotes institutional mechanisms that coordinate cooperation among member states and promotes a very pluralistic view of integration rather than an exclusionist. Now, bringing Pakistan into Brics has been discussed a lot. However, I personally believe that it's not a very abstract concept. That is why the discussion section of this paper is going to explore this idea through three areas of cooperation: economic, security, and diplomatic, while addressing most importantly the progress, prospects, and the proposition available to those countries. Next. Speaking of economic cooperation, bilateral trade between Pakistan and Russia has already crossed $1 billion, but the potential for cooperation and collaboration extends far beyond trade, especially in agriculture, energy, and infrastructure. Since food insecurity is a very harsh reality for 8.6 million people in Pakistan, Russia's agricultural diplomacy therefore can come to the rescue, just like it did back in 2022 when the floods hit and created a food shortage for us. And especially back in 2023 when we received high exports of grains from Russia, which were not traded in US dollars but in UAE dirhams. New functionalism's argument for deeper integration suggests that conducting this trade through the institutional framework of Brics can be very effective. Remember that this bloc enables member states to strengthen their global position through integration. Hence, it will allow Russia to find a new system or a new market for its agricultural exports which is independent of Western financial institutions. And it can take a major step to promoting the main vision of Brics, which is of de-dollarization, and for reiterating its calls for two main pointers: a very multi-currency system for all member states and a Brics cross-border payment initiative. The next major area of economic cooperation is energy, and I look at it through two lenses: energy dependence and energy transnationalism. We all know that Pakistan is short of LNG and Russia needs a market. Hence, the foundation for cooperation is obviously very strong. But the challenge, however, is not that Pakistan is energy deficient. The problem is that we don't have the infrastructure to trade that energy to Pakistan. This is where Brics can also play a very crucial role by promoting a balance of interest as compared to a very hegemonic role and offering financial backing through, for example, the New Development Bank. Brics can operationalize key projects which have been stalled for so long, like Pakistan Stream Gas Pipeline, TAPI, and Iran-Pakistan Pipeline. This will not only fix the technical gaps which are hindering the progress so far, but it will also align with the new functionalism's idea of cross-border cooperation, which can turn this energy dependence idea into energy transnationalism, which suggests that once you have energy as a resource, you can promote peace and stability in the region. Finally, there is connectivity. Pakistan's strategic location makes it a key player in Russia's pan-Eurasian integration dream. Brics, with its very pluralist nature that promotes new alliances between not only the states but also regional blocs, between state actors and the regional blocs, provides a very perfect platform to combine CPEC with Eurasian Economic Union and create a trade network and transportation links. This will align Russia's push to expand its economic reach in South Asia, as we have discussed in great detail that Russia is seeking to expand its market within the booming South Asian economies. It can align that goal with Pakistan's emerging role, which is evident in its participation in the international North-South transport corridor. By bridging China and Russia, Pakistan can position itself, as was mentioned, as the zipper of pan-Eurasian integration and drive infrastructure development, economic partnerships, and long-term connectivity across the region. Next. Pakistan and Russia have been trying to effectively address emerging security challenges in their territories and the wider region. By participating in Brics, both countries can collaborate in counter-terrorism and explore new avenues of security cooperation. If we talk about defense cooperation, over the years, Pakistan and Russia have strengthened their military ties. The 2014 Military Cooperation Pact, the Joint Military Consultative Committee, and their joint drills like Amin 19 exercises have deepened their engagement. Pakistan is also a part of SCO's multinational military exercise. What I mean to say with all this background is that Brics can take all of this a step further. By bringing Pakistan into its institutional framework, it can also open doors for enhanced military trade, which has been very limited because no weapons trade has effectively taken place between Pakistan and Russia. Neo-functionalism's political spillover effect tells us that deeper economic and security collaboration can naturally lead to greater defense integration between Russia and Pakistan. So Pakistan's inclusion in the Brics will not just be a policy choice, it will be a very strategic decision for both countries. Afghanistan is also a key factor in Pakistan-Russia relations. Despite past hostilities during the Cold War, both countries have found a common ground for stabilizing the region. The US withdrawal recently created a power vacuum which has allowed groups like ISIS Khorasan to re-emerge, and we've seen the devastating effects of it in the Moscow's concert hall attack in 2023. To counter this threat and secure the border of Central Asian republics, which are of high importance to Russia's foreign policy, Russia has sought to strengthen the ties with Taliban by using Pakistan as an intermediary. One of the things that was done in the process was to form an Afghan Quad, which was a counter-terrorism cooperation bloc. However, the success of it became very limited because of India's reluctance to join it. Once again, enters Brics because it's more formal and it conducts regular security summits and effective counter-terrorism efforts and can facilitate the flow of information between the countries to coordinate their counter-terrorism efforts. Now, new functionalism's institutional spillover effect supports this argument that security cooperation within Brics can also create new institutions, new norms, and new mechanisms that can take place just between Russia and Pakistan because they're a part of a very formal bloc. And then, as a result, they can achieve their goal of a more stable Afghanistan, which seems very unlikely given the situation in the country. Finally, Trump's re-election, particularly his push for EU to increase the share of defense spending, has strained NATO and raised a lot of concerns for its future. Now, we are all aware about how contractual NATO's relation has been with Pakistan before and how provocative it has been against Russia. For Pakistan, this is very significant because our ties have actually, with NATO, have actually compromised our territorial sovereignty, as we saw in 2011 NATO attacks, amongst many other events. At the same time, Trump is also adopting a very lenient stance on Russia as compared to Biden government, which should not be mistaken for his friendly nature, but as a way to contain China. But for the sake of argument, we understand that Russia is no longer, American government is no longer a Russia hawk, which provides both of those countries an opportunity to reassess their mutual security policies. By bringing Pakistan into BRICS once again, both of the countries can have that opportunity. They can align with the bloc's goal of reforming global governance, as I had mentioned earlier. Neo-functionalism supports this move, showing how cooperation in one area can lead to deeper integration. As BRICS member states share common goals of restructuring international security challenges, it becomes an ideal platform for Russia and Pakistan to chart a new course for the defense cooperation. Next. Diplomatic. Pakistan and Russia have steadily been improving their diplomatic ties. Next. Pakistan's growing distance from the United States, especially under the Biden administration, is very hard to ignore. With little engagement from the White House that came even after Imran Khan's claims of political interference, are all the factors that suggest that they are on a very rough patch. Add to that, Trump's isolationist America First approach also suggests that Pakistan should look for new options and diversify its foreign policy. Once again, BRICS can help in the process. Pakistan can join this bloc and achieve the shift that it needs. Similarly, Pakistan has found itself increasingly isolated in the recent years since India has gained more credibility in the region, and we've seen that very ineffective role with SAARC, for example, where it's less to none presence of Pakistan and there is no mention of it. Plus, the ongoing Ukraine conflict obviously diminished and tarnished Russia's image in the global arena as well, or at least within the Western countries. Therefore, both of these countries have an option to align with the global South, because Russia is constantly voicing its opinion about anti-colonialism and multilateralism, and Pakistan, being a former colony, bridges that gap between Russia and the global South very effectively. Finally, China and Russia have a shared view of the strategic location of Pakistan as a vital player in South Asia, because it can connect both of those countries to Middle East, Central Asia and beyond. So Pakistan's emergence as a common player in Russia and China, who are the main, in the alliance of China and Russia, makes it a very significant player and can be used as a balancing figure, since India does not only belong to the Russian bloc, because it is also part of a lot of American defense blocs as well. Quad and AUKUS, for example, are used in this region to contain China, and similarly other blocs exist to deter the growing influence of Russia as well. Finally, to once again go back to the research question about how it can create mutual benefits for both countries, the path is clear. The collaboration will take place on the economic, security and diplomatic arena. Russia's support paves the way for Pakistan to re-emerge as a relevant global player, while Pakistan and its location in particular can facilitate Russia's breakthrough in South Asia. The spillover effect that I keep repeating from institutional, political and social levels confirms that this cooperation will expand naturally across multiple sectors, reinforcing my idea that this is here for the long term. If both countries commit to sustained diplomatic engagement, BRICS can build political trust, open new avenues of cooperation, and offer the necessary financial support that will uphold the strategic partnership and contribute to a more multipolar and interconnected world order. Thank you.
So you see, you tell me that it's not possible from Indian establishment and Pakistan establishment to have this dialogue, to maybe conversation, and to go some, I don't know, some kind of relations. And you ask me what Russia can do in this case, but Russia is just a third side. It's not. Yes.
Russia can play the bridge between Pakistan.
I think Russia already do the best. Sometimes just close eyes on some rhetorics from both sides and do what very important for Russia. And in our topic for Pakistani-Russia relations, you are absolutely right about that Pakistan not properly use geographical position, and after that geopolitical position, because this is like a really bridge between Russia, Central Asia, India, Middle East, Indian Ocean, Indian Pacific. So it huge potential. And I think the Pakistan authorities and people and Pakistan should use it, because it's something that you can, on which ground you can grow from the situation. So, thank you. And other questions? Okay, may I ask about the Brics? As I understand from all of this presentation, Pakistan eagerly wants to go to these Brics and have a lot of hopes with it, but new American administration and President Trump show clearly that he will announce the struggle against Brics and countries in Brics, and even promise different sanctions economic to each country which wants to join the Brics. In this case, what do you think on Brics perspective in general, and new countries, new partners of Brics, what these countries will do after, under this pressing from the United States? Still one world hegemonic power.